Hi everybody, Don Giannatti, lighting-essentials.com and project52prosystem.com. I'm just going to riff a little bit about something that I've noticed lately with photographers, especially photographers trying to build their portfolio. And it has to do with being very deliberate with what you do, with what you want, with how you want that portfolio or that image to look, and doing everything you possibly can to make that happen. Now, if we're going to go out on location where we might want to add something to a portfolio, let's say we want to shoot something on location. In some kinds of photography and some styles of photography, I think you can go out and take your thing with you that you want to photograph and find some nice natural light and photograph it. But keep in mind this. If your neighbor, if your mom who's not a photographer, not your mom who's a great photographer, but your mom or your uncle who's not a photographer, if they can do that shot, if they can take that thing out and do it, it's not worth a damn in your book. You've got to do something other people can't. I hear it all the time, well, everybody's a photographer. Well, let me tell you something. If you're doing the kind of work that anybody can do, then anybody can do it. Why would they hire you? Why would they hire me? Being a commercial photographer, a professional photographer working for third-party clients like ad agencies or designers or magazines, our job is to solve problems. We're solution providers, and we do that with visual excellence. So let's say you have your thing and you're going to take it out and you're going to put it in the light to shoot it. A whole lot of people can do that. A whole lot of people can do that. What are you going to do that's different? What are you going to bring to it? Are you going to have a trunk full of white cards, diffusers, flashes, stands, C-stands, booms, whatever it takes to make that shot look absolutely stunning on location? Or are you just going to sit it out there and take it? Not saying that you can't do that on occasion, because you can. There's times when you can do that. There's definitely times when you can take a thing and put it in the middle of a landscape or on location or even sitting on a fence and make a beautiful photograph of it. But those times are rarer than you think. They are rarer than you think. If you want to present that product, that glassware, that pot, whatever it is that you're shooting, pot as in clay pot. Whatever it is that you're shooting, you've got to bring the A game. You've got to go beyond just putting it out there. Just making a photograph of it is not enough. If you want to record it, make a photograph of it. If you want to make a memory with it, make a photograph of it. Boom, boom, put it out there. There you go. Your kid at the Grand Canyon in harsh lighting. Great shot, because it's your kid at the Grand Canyon. But if you're doing it for your portfolio, you're doing it to show other people that you can solve problems, you better be able to do more than that. You just have to. I had a student once who did a photograph of a guy down on the beach. He was kind of far away, had a surfboard with him. It was an absolutely stunning beach, stunning sunset, really an incredible location, an incredible sky, and the guy he was shooting was really worth shooting. It was a really nice shot, but it was badly underexposed. He didn't have any flash, and so he got a silhouette and either that or he exposed for the guy's face and blew out the sky. He tried everything he could, but, couldn't make it go. And I said, oh, it's really a shame you didn't have your strobe with you. And he said, oh, yeah, it was in the car. I didn't want to go back and get it. If you don't want to go back and get it for your shot, for your portfolio picture, what makes me, an art director, think you're going to go back and get it for my picture? Really. Doing this is more. There used to be a forum, and I'm not going to talk about any specific forum, but there used to be a real popular forum on Flickr, and everybody there was all about taking the minimal equipment, the lightest flash they could, because good God Almighty, you wouldn't want to go out with one of them big flashes, because I got 3 speed lights and I can do anything with 3 speed lights you can do with a big flash. No, you can't, bupkis. You can't. You can light with speed lights, but you can't do the same thing I can do with 6 Pro Photos on batteries. You can't. So there was the big movement. It wasn't about photography. It was about your gear. Which gear was lightest? God, don't take a C-stand because they're too heavy. Take this little crinkly thing that folds in on itself. It's about that tall, and it's really awesome, except you can't put stuff on it, like lights or umbrellas and stuff. You got to be deliberate with what you're doing, and you got to take the gear you have to take to get the shot that you want. How do you prepare? You prepare for everything. Use what you need. Am I saying that there's no chance you can go out and do a natural light photograph and make it awesome? No. God, no. People do it all the time. I love shooting natural light. And if you're careful with it and you know what you want to do and the subject matter works for it and all of these things play out, deliberately play out, you can do it. But if you're just doing it because you're too lazy to walk your ass back to the car to get a flash, then it's not deliberate anymore. It's wasted effort. You didn't create anything of value, and you don't have anything special for your book. So what I want you to do is to think about being deliberate. Think about doing a shot that no one else can do, not something that... I think when I say that, people think, oh, I've got to come up with something no one else has done. No, not at all. Everything's been done. Practically everything's been done. You just have to do it your way, the best possible way you can do it. And you have to look at that photograph, and then you have to ask yourself. And then we have this benefit, by the way, of being able to see it on the back of the screen or on the computer monitor or on our iPhone or on our iPad with any Cam Ranger, whatever. We can see that image large. We can see it finished, basically, in camera finished. We have to ask ourselves, is this the best I can do? Is this it? What happens if I get down lower? What happens if I stand up higher? What happens if I move to the left 3 feet or to the right 3 feet? What's happening on the horizon? Where are the tangents? Are there tangents out there that I'm not seeing? What's in the corners? You know where your photograph's going to fail? In the corners. Because you're looking through the middle and you're not looking at the corners. I guarantee you when a lot of the top professional photographers look through the camera, they look at the corners. Then when they're clear that the corners are good, then they can go back to the middle. Then they can start to work with it. Those corners are everything. But when we're deliberate, we create the image that we see in our head with every possible amount of energy and talent and knowledge and everything else that we have, putting it in there. So just a little bit of something to think about, because I'm seeing a lot of photographs. Wow, recently I saw a photograph used in a tutorial and the photograph was so bad. I thought, wow, I understand you need to fix it in Photoshop, but good God Almighty, you never should have shot it that way to begin with. Found out later that it was part of the shtick, but still I've seen too many terrible photographs coming from camera to be fixed with some new latest Lightroom thingy. Don't do that. Make it the best photograph you can. Make it something uniquely yours. Add it to your body of work. And get something good. I'm Don Giannatti, Lighting Essentials, Project52ProSystem.com. And if you like my channel, and I've got different stuff on, if you like it, please hit the subscribe button and you'll get some more stuff from me. And if you didn't like it, well, I wouldn't subscribe to something I didn't like. That's for sure. I hope you like it. I hope I see you next time.